I'm Gretchen Carey. Welcome to BNEWS Weekly. Thank you for joining us. Burlington has a new fire chief. Captain James Brown has officially been appointed by the Select Board to lead the department. Brown's no stranger to Burlington. He's been with the fire department for nearly 3 decades, and public service runs in the family. He's the brother of Police Chief Thomas Brown, and says that between him and his brothers Kevin and Tim, the Brown family has served more than 100 years with the department. Here's what he had to say after receiving accolades from the Select Board.
Yeah, I'll just keep this very brief. Thank you to John and Patrick through the process. Thank you guys for the support and the words. Very nice, very appreciated. The whole family's here. Thank Chief Conity. He's leaving the place in a good place. I wish him a long, happy retirement. He's done a great job up there from assistant chief into the actual chief. He's been great with the transition. I'll work with him for another couple months. Assistant Chief McLean back there. The admins have been great. It's been great. I also want to acknowledge the other 5 captains the other captains went through. Quite an interesting process for us that none of us have ever done, and it's good for me to know I have a command staff like that. And most importantly, the guys back here in the pink, that's our breast cancer shirts. They're the guys in your house every night, all weekend nights, weekend holidays. That's what makes the place run. I look forward to leading them, working with them, and for however long this job takes. Thank my family here. They're all here. You guys all know my brother, the police chief. And then when I'm done, by the time I'm done, me and my 2 brothers, Kevin and Tim, will have put, I think it's over 100 years just between the 3 of us at the fire department. Thank my wife, my twin daughters are here. Excuse me. Meg, Aaron, and Kelly. They're not going to have the pleasure of having me home every night. It's going to be a new adjustment for everybody, but the girls were lucky they already moved out. And my son can't be here. He's in the Air Force. He's over in Okinawa currently, so on that he'd be here too. But again, I thank you. I look forward to moving forward, you guys. I know a couple of you guys pretty well. Working with you guys, I look forward to it. Thank you.
Brown will officially take the reins in January when Fire Chief Andrew Connerty retires. And speaking of Burlington's first responders, the police and fire departments recently went head-to-head on the softball field, all for a good cause. Tad Stefanak has the story.
The Burlington Fire and Police Departments recently went head-to-head at Marvin Field in a softball game for a great cause.
We're doing the first annual Police vs. Fire softball game to try to raise money for the class of 2037.
Well, it was actually Fire's idea, but you know what? It's always good to get the Battle of the Badges in. There used to be a great golf tournament, now it's going to be a great softball tournament.
Lieutenant Callahan reached out to us to support the class of 2037. It's a good opportunity to support the kids in town. A lot of us grew up in Burlington. A lot of us went to the school system in Burlington. So we're just giving back to the community.
So the Scholarship Foundation's been around since '88. It's awarded over $13 million in scholarship money to students of Burlington. It's just the residents. It doesn't matter which high school they graduate from. The adopted class specifically, this class is raising money for the current first graders. And our goal is to raise at least $30,000 by the time they graduate. And we hand it out to them in scholarship money based on the volume of volunteer hours.
I asked the team captains how they like their chances in the matchup.
Might not be pretty. We've had 0 practices and a bunch of elderly men, so we'll see how it goes, but hoping for the best.
Oh, we're going to dominate. Absolutely dominate. We got a lot of young guys on our team. They got a lot of old guys. We should be fine.
Hopefully there's a first of many. If it goes well, our local 2313 is the sponsor of this class. That's kind of how it got started, so hopefully it's the first of many.
I'd like to thank the fire department and the police department, of course, but really want to thank the fire department. They put a lot of effort in, and we can't thank them enough for helping us raise dollars for scholars.
At the end of the day, Burlington's finest won over Burlington's bravest by a score of 40-19. But all in fun and for a great cause. From Marvin Field, I'm BNews reporter Tad Stefanak.
The spirit of giving didn't stop there. Members of the Burlington Area Chamber of Commerce and town officials came together for a special VIP networking evening hosted by the Capitol Grill, Burlington's managing partner, Adam Mackler. The event raised support for Mission of Deeds, a local nonprofit that helps furnish homes for individuals and families facing severe hardship. Entirely volunteer-driven, Mission of Deeds helps restore dignity and stability to neighbors across Middlesex and Essex counties and surrounding communities. The Capitol Grill provided the perfect setting for an evening of networking, generosity, and community spirit. Hospitality is about caring for people, said Mackler. We're proud to host an evening that not only connects Burlington's business leaders, but also uplifts families in our community through the incredible work of Mission of Deeds. Burlington officials are looking at ways to make the Mall Road area safer and more walkable. With town meeting's approval of mixed-use zoning and residential development along Middlesex Turnpike, the Economic Development Office has proposed a new plan called Park Once. Economic Development Director Melissa Tintakoulis shared a draft of the plan at the recent Select Board meeting. The goal is to encourage residents and visitors to park their cars just once and move around the area easily without needing to drive again.
And so what we're seeing is, some starting evolution of this area, and we want to prepare for it. One thing we heard loud and clear from the constituents early on through the mixed-use zoning initiative was that we really want to be proactive about how we're dealing with congestion and traffic as things change, as we bring in either new jobs or new residents. And so with that, and with an eye to supporting our town, we moved to the MAPC, which is the Metropolitan Area Planning Council, which we are part of as Burlington, and secured their services through what they call a TAP program. It's a technical assistance program, and they come in and help provide additional capacity, and in this case, help lay out a vision plan. And the vision plan is really a blueprint giving us some guidance and a vision for the corridor, what we can expect. Because one thing we're learning as new development comes in and we're directing private investment, we need a plan.
The proposal includes safer pedestrian pathways, improved crosswalks, redesigned streets, better transit access, new gathering spaces, and public art. The town also plans to apply for grant funding and conduct a detailed traffic study south of Route 128. It was all treats and just a few tricks at Simons Park for Burlington Parks and Recreation's annual Spooktacular event. A Halloween tradition in town, families came out for games, goodies, and plenty of spooky fun. BNEWS volunteer reporters Lena Mankello and Carter Ames were there to check it out.
Okay, we are here at the Spooktacular. It is very spooky indeed. I'm Carter Ames along with
Lena Mankello.
Apparently, BCAD told us that if we get extra points if we wear costumes. We were not told of that.
Did not wear costumes.
We didn't realize this was a graded assignment, but
The spookiest night of the year is also the sweetest night of the year, with Burlington Parks and Recreation's traditional candy crane drop, dropped by Superman himself.
describe what's going on for me here today at the Spooktacular.
Yeah, so this year at our annual Spooktacular at Simons Park, we have 3 inflatables, a haunted house, we have Frankenstein, and then we have another Halloween-style inflatable. And then in the Simons Park Woods, we also have a spooky walk, also a trick-or-treat walk, where you can go in and get some candies from meet some of the organizations in town. And there's also some spooky displays.
Are you having a good time?
We're feeling peach, and we really like this.
Favorite part of the Halloween Spooktacular event so far?
The games down at the tennis courts. Same.
What brings you out today, and what do you guys have here?
So we open the snack shack every year for Spooktacular. We sell a bunch of food. It's mainly the same stuff. It's gonna be chili, cheese, nachos, hot dogs, popsicles, water, lemonade.
What do you like about this event? What's your favorite thing?
I mean, I honestly love seeing all the costumes.
Yes. I love Halloween, so this is very cool. So what are you dressed up as today?
Godzilla.
That's so cool. Okay. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Okay. That was such a fun event. We both had such a great time. What'd you think, Carter?
Pretty fun. I'd say this is a five-star event.
Very successful.
I'm Carter Ames, along with
Lena Mankello.
And we'll see you at Spooktacular 2026.
Bye.
Burlington Revolution 250, a segment honoring the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. This week, Historical Commissioner Peter Coppola takes us to the Lexington Green, where the Battle of Lexington took place.
So I'm standing on the green itself, right about in the center of the green. This is where the Minutemen would have stood across in line, and right about the middle, according to Sylvanus Wood, is where he stood with Captain Parker. From this point, I can look to my right, and this road is where the British soldiers marched up toward Concord. And then on my left, I can look up what is now Hancock Street, and I can see the Reverend Clark's house. That explains why Paul Revere, in his narrative, said that he could see the British soldiers coming up what is now Massachusetts Avenue from the Reverend Clark's house. And it also explains why Dorothy Quincy was able to see the skirmish taking place here. So it really was a clear view for both people.
Burlington High School just held its first ever band competition, a big moment that's opening doors for students and the music program. Let's take a look.
For the first time ever, the Burlington High School will be hosting a competition featuring the high school band as well as bands from other towns competing against each other. The heads of the BHS music department told us how they were feeling with the event on the horizon.
I think it's super exciting. I mean, we get to use our own home field. It's a beautiful field. We get to use our own facility, which I personally think really lends itself to hosting a show like this, and we get to invite a lot of the neighboring schools to come here and perform.
I can't wait to show off our stadium and our facilities to everybody, and for U.S. bands to come here and promote it, so every year we could have one of these. So it's really a way to set up community amongst the other bands as well.
With an exciting event around the corner this year, can we expect to see a competition in Burlington like this again in the coming years?
So we are the northernmost show that they currently have in Massachusetts. It's something I would like to continue. It's been fun planning it. It's been fun getting ready to host it. And I think we're going to see a lot more schools in the local area come around and be a part of it.
With prospects of this event occurring again in the future, how do the students feel about this opportunity?
It's really exciting because we've never gotten to do that before. I never really thought that would be an opportunity we would have, but then we got the news about it this year. We're all just really excited about it. I think it's going to be really fun hosting such a big and important event.
I hope people realize that their children really want a creative outlet, and marching band is a great place to start that and have a ton of opportunities to perform, especially in front of larger audiences. And it would be great to see other bands, especially without having to travel for hours to get them.
I think it's very exciting. I think it's a really great opportunity for the community to show the love for the arts. I think that competitions are a great community building activity and a great setting to positively interact with other bands. So I think it will be an overall net positive for the community.
We would also like to thank BCAT volunteers Brady Casas and Sue Linder for acquiring the footage for this story. This has been Varys Connolly from BNEWS.
It's starting to look and feel like late October with cooler nights and shorter days. Meteorologist Peter Brown has what's ahead for the weekend right after our community calendar.
Hey everyone, I'm Gretchen Carey, and this is your community calendar.
On October 30th from 4 to 5:30 p.m., the Burlington Public Library will be showing Hocus Pocus. The movie is rated PG, and kids under the age of 11 must be accompanied by a caregiver during the program. No registration is required, and it is a drop-in event. Through October 30th, the Burlington Parks and Recreation Department will be having a pumpkin decorating contest. The winner will be announced on Halloween. For more information and details, go to their website. On October 31st, from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m., Goodnight Johnny's will be having a Halloween party. No cover charge. For more information about the event, go to the following website. For more community calendar events, go to bcattv.org, burlingtonpubliclibrary.org, and burlingtonrecreation.org. I'm Gretchen Carey, and that was your community calendar.
Well, hello everyone, this is Peter Brown with the Luxury Weather for the next 7 days. Here we are starting out getting into the end of October. I know it's hard to believe that we are that far into the fall, and starting our period on Friday, it is definitely going to be feeling like the season it should. We're going to be seeing those temperatures struggling to get out of the mid-50s, so cooler than average. That's not something that we've been seeing too much of this fall so far, but that's definitely going to be happening as we head in towards actually the next 7 days or so. It's going to be a much cooler feel out there, going to be definitely feeling like the end of October. And of course, notice most pointedly as we start heading further and further into fall, our length of day is getting very short now. Look at this. Sunrises are happening after 7 in the morning, and the sunsets are happening at about 5:45 now. So that is definitely a sign that we are heading towards, yes, winter season, but just kidding, you didn't hear that word here. So as we go ahead, let's take a look at the temperatures and precipitation that we're looking at. And the Climate Prediction Center is calling for us to have right here in the Burlington area and most of New England, kind of borderline. Looks like we're going to be about average. Now what I've been seeing is I think we're going to be a little bit cooler for the first few days of our period, and then we're going to warm it up a little bit before we get into Halloween. So again, for those of us who really love the warm weather, that ship has set sail, so to say, and we are definitely getting into the cooler weather now. Now looking at our precipitation chances, this is something that's actually good. We've been picking up a little bit more rain in the Burlington area. We still are seeing some pretty good drought conditions out there, but they are calling for us to have a chance of above average precipitation, and once again, we still need to build up those water levels in the reservoirs and the streams around here in southern New England. Northern New England, again, that's where if you've been going up leaf peeping, you'll be noticing how dry it is up there. Not quite that severe here, but we still have a little bit of work to do in getting back to where we should be in terms of rainfall. So as we go ahead, let's take a look at those 7 days of weather. And again, looks pretty nice here. Now, again, the Climate Prediction Center was calling for us to have above average precipitation. As of right now, I'm not really seeing that. Friday might be the only day where we may see a couple of showers earlier in the morning. Going to be pretty cool out there again in the mid-50s. We're going to cool it down even a little bit more as we head into your weekend. Going to be very sunny out there, but a little bit of a breeze, and temperatures, look at this, struggling to get out of the low to mid-50s, so there will definitely be a little bit of, yes, a wind chill out there. I'll be feeling more like it's in the upper 40s. Now as we get into Monday, starting out your work week, and actually right through the end of the period, we're going to see a slight warming trend, and that's going to be ahead of what I think is going to be another pretty strong system developing towards our west, and that's going to bring in a little bit warmer weather as we head in towards Thursday. Now, we are going to have to keep an eye as we get into Thursday. We're going to have to be keeping a look at what might be another potential storm brewing to our south near the New Jersey coastline, very similar to the nor'easter we saw a couple of weeks ago. Right now, it looks like it's going to be staying just offshore of us. So I'm not calling for any rain right now, but again, just something to keep an eye on if you're going to be getting ready for Halloween as you get towards the end of Thursday and getting ready for next Friday. So everyone, get out there, enjoy the weather, and have a great week.
Burlington finally got Stoneham and did it in front of the home crowd, snapping a 4-year slide against the Spartans and keeping the undefeated run alive. Juliana McGrain has the highlights plus all the late season action and standings in this week's Sports Report.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Red Devils Sports Report. I am Juliana McGrain and let's get right into it. It's been 4 years since Red Devils football defeated Stoneham, but this time they came out on top with a big victory. We go to the highlights.
The Burlington Red Devils returned home on October 17th to face a familiar foe, the Stoneham Spartans. After a long opening drive, the Devils took a big risk, going for it on 4th down, and it paid off. Senior captain and wide receiver Ryan Brooks connected with junior wide receiver Sam Fernandez for the touchdown. Brooks then added the 2-point conversion to make it 8-0 Burlington. The Devils' defense came up big on Stoneham's opening drive. A bad snap on 4th down turned into a fumble recovered by Burlington, setting up another scoring opportunity. This time, senior captain Matt Conti broke loose for a 49-yard rushing touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good again, 16-0 Devils. Moving into the second quarter, Stoneham finally got on the board with a touchdown, but their 2-point try failed, 16-6. Burlington answered immediately. On the kickoff, Ryan Brooks turned on the Jets, racing 71 yards to the end zone to extend the lead to 23-6 at halftime. In the fourth quarter, Sam Fernandez added another long rushing touchdown, pushing the score to 30-6. Stoneham scored late, but it wasn't enough. Burlington took the win 30-14.
That will do it.
The Red Devils remain undefeated at 6-0 and will hit the road to take on Watertown, who's 2-4 this Friday night.
In the standings, the Devils, still undefeated, now sit at the top of the division, with Wilmington in second with a 5-1 record, and Melrose in third with 4-2 record. The Lady Devils team now stands at 8 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie, after a 2-0 loss in Melrose on the 19th and a scoreless draw in Wilmington on the 22nd. In the standings, the Devils sit third place with Melrose at the top with 10 wins, 5 losses, and 2 ties, and Wilmington in second with 8 wins, 3 losses, and 4 ties. The Red Devils boys soccer team fell 5-0 in Melrose on the 15th and again 3-1 on the 20th. Senior Josh Newhall scored in Burlington's 1-0 victory on the road in Wilmington on the 22nd, marking the team's second win of the season. The Devils now sit at 2 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. We'll be featuring both teams in our BCAT Game of the Week during their final home game on October 27th, where they'll host Stoneham. It will also be senior night. You can watch it live on our YouTube channel, with the boys starting at 5:15 and the girls at 7. Lady Devils field hockey team dropped their last regular season home game in a 2-0 shutout against Winchester. They followed it with 2 road ties, scoreless against Stoneham on the 18th and a 2-2 versus Melrose on the 20th. Juniors Shayla Coker and Caroline Bean each scored in the Melrose tie, with the senior Sophia Marshall found the net in a 1 draw at Wilmington on the 22nd. Burlington's current record is 4 wins, 8 losses, and 5 ties. The Lady Devils volleyball team lost 3-0 to Winchester on the 16th, but bounced back with a 3-0 win over Bedford on the 17th, and followed that with a big 3-2 road victory against Melrose. During their Bedford matchup, the team held its annual Spike Out Cancer event, raising over $6,000 for the American Cancer Society. Congrats to the team. In the standings, the Devils are in second place at 14-4, with Wakefield at the top at 15-4, and Melrose in third at 10-7. The Woburn Burlington swim team came out on top against Arlington last Thursday, winning 50-44. The team earned key wins in the 200 medley, the 200 free, the 400 free relays, with standout performances from Riley McCarthy, Ava Eldridge, and Kaylee McCarthy. You can check out the full results and more at our website under the sports section. Burlington now improves to 3-5. Up next will be the Middlesex Leagues at Bentley University. The Red Devils cross-country teams wrap their seasons against Stoneham. We go to the highlights.
The BHS cross-country teams wrapped up their regular season at home against Stoneham on the 21st. It was a fantastic day for the girls team, who picked up their first win of the season by a score of 22-35.
They are very proud of themselves, and I think they're very happy about every single one of their races so far, and they are a proud team right now.
Top finishers for the girls included 8th grader Mariska Kilroy, who placed first with a time of 20 minutes and 41 seconds. 8th grader Shayla Fitzgerald came in second at 22 minutes and 14 seconds. As for the boys, they also defeated Stoneham by an impressive score of 15-50.
We took the top 9 spots, so, we got the win, and that was the first priority.
Senior Roy Kenyike led the way, finishing first with a time of 17 minutes and 11 seconds. Followed closely by sophomore Liam Poland, who placed second at 17 minutes and 25 seconds. Next up for both teams is the Middlesex League 12 Championship on the 27th, followed by a busy start to November with the MSTCA Frank Mooney Invitational, the MIAA State Championship meet, and finally, the MIAA Meet of Champions.
Our goals for leagues and states is to run a great time, to have our girls healthy there too. That's a big thing. It's getting towards the end of the season, so we want to just continue to stay healthy and just place or do really well or run some fast times. That's really what we're looking forward to.
Haven't yet really looked at the other teams around Western Mass. We don't see them much, so I'm going to have to look at particularly Longmeadow and Amherst Pelham, which are typically good teams. But our goal at the state meet is certainly to advance to the All-State Championships the following week.
I'm Robert Paris for BNEWS Sports.
Now let's get an update on Burlington esports.
The Red Devil esports teams had another strong week of competition. In Mario Kart, the team raced past Methuen, improving to 3-1 and moving up to 4th in the state. Fortnite also picked up a big win against Commack High School of New York, now sitting at 4-1 and 5th in the region. In Madden, Brady Causes earned a close 1-0 victory, bringing his record to 2-2 and ranked 18th in the region. Tommy Cullen dropped a tough match 0-1, now 2-2 and is 16th in the region. While Gio Delgado continues his dominant run, winning 1-0 to stay undefeated at 4-0 and ranked 2nd in the region.
Next week, we'll bring you the highlights from the Red Devil football game against Watertown and a wrap-up of the regular fall seasons. That's your Red Devils Weekly Sports Report. For more coverage, head over to our sports section online and follow us on X at BNews Sports. I have been Juliana McGrain, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.
This week, our Red Devil shout-out goes to senior runner Kritika Agarwala. 4 years of grit and her first career win in her last regular season race. Here's her story.
Since her freshman year, senior Kritika Agarwala has been a part of the girls' cross-country team. And in all 4 of those seasons, she had never won a dual meet until now. In their final regular season meet, Burlington defeated Stoneham 22-35.
It was so amazing. It felt incredible to win after 4 years of working hard and pushing through, and it finally showed at yesterday's meet when every single girl worked towards her hardest to win.
Head coach Jess Nelson has coached Kritika all 4 years. The two are very close, and Nelson says it's hard to believe she'll be graduating in June.
She is a leader. She is our first ever team captain we've ever had on the cross-country team because she absolutely deserves it. She is a hard worker. She is just a natural leader. She is helpful. The girls all look up to her. By the second day of practice, they all were talking about how they're going to miss her when she graduates. She got till June. She is so special to everybody.
So much. She taught me so much, not just about running, but also life skills, being on time, communicating, also working hard, pushing through, and then you will see results from doing that.
Kritika finished 6th overall with a time of 24 minutes and 11 seconds in her final meet. A heartfelt moment. She's the only senior on the roster, and to end her last meet with a win made it even more special.
It was amazing. We were all hugging each other. Some of us started crying because we were so happy. It was just so amazing. I would say the camaraderie between all the teammates. I think cross country is a special sport in the way that your team is very strong, and every single girl supports each other through every single race, workout, pasta parties, everything.
Congratulations to Kritika and the entire team on a memorable victory. This is the Red Devil Shoutout.
Our photo of the week was sent in by Jean Sotheby. She captured this colorful photo of autumn foliage from the 3rd hole at the Treehouse Brewery in Tewksbury that shows just how beautiful autumn can be in New England. Thanks for sharing this, Jean. Don't forget to send us your photos. The photos could be of something you see around town, on vacation, or even photos of your family and pets. Whatever it is you think is interesting and would like to share. Send them to bcat@bcattv.org with the subject line, Photo of the Week. On deck for next week, a look at the Burlington Pumpkin Patch, our new segment showing how easy it is to turn those pumpkins into pumpkin bread, another Red Devil shout-out, and more. That's all from the news desk. I'm Gretchen Carey.